Oh, we have a lot to talk about. Scrims, drama, rostermania, and the Esports World Cup qualifiers. Ooh, this episode is stacked. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Apex Morning Shift, your #1 Apex Morning Show on the planet. That is a fact. Let's get right into it. Scrims results. So the unofficial groups for the Split 2 Pro League have been announced by Oversight Esports. Here they are. What I have to say is I'm glad to see Dark Zero and SSG in the same group. It's going to be super entertaining. The two powerhouses going at each other the entire split. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. By the way, Split starts next weekend. By the time you guys are watching this, it's in like 5 days maybe? Like Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. So on Monday, there was one block of scrims, and starting Tuesday to Friday, there was 2 blocks of scrims, mixed and matching the groups together. And the winners were Dark Zero by an absolute landslide, almost double of what SSG had in second place. Oh my god. Dark Zero again. Stallions, Dark Zero again. TSM, Edgers, not Dark Zero, DSG. I saw D and I was like, it's Dark Zero again. Furia and Not Moist. Now, since this is scrims and some teams play more scrim blocks than others, I've made a leaderboard here of the average points this week per team. No matter how many scrims they've played, there's an average right here. Now, out of the 9 scrims, SSG only played 2 and Board played 0 blocks of scrims. So I don't know how ready they're going to be for Split 2, but you know, we'll see. So yeah, this is a stat that I'm going to be giving you guys every week. So if you want that stat, make sure you like and subscribe. All right, let's talk about Dark Zero and SSG. Consistently at the top, clearly the 2 best teams in North America right now, dominating scrims with Split 2 Pro League coming around. It's looking like we'll get used to seeing these 2 teams at the top. Hal is adapting very well to Dark Zero. However, I will have to say that this team is overhyped. I don't think they'll be better than peak TSM or peak Dark Zero. I don't think they're more of a super team than when Sykes was on Dark Zero and when Hal was on TSM. You know, I do think they'll have their struggles, and I do still think that they have their struggles. It's going to be interesting to see how they mesh with the other groups. In scrims, they've been doing very well overall, so we shall see. And now looking at scrims this week, I want to talk about 2 specific teams that have been surprising us. 2 teams that qualified through Challenger Circuit Split 1 to make it to Pro League Split 2. Stallions and Edgers. Crazy name, by the way, Edgers. Holy. Stallions have won a scrim block this week and have been performing overall pretty well. 7th place in the average points leaderboard that I compiled. And this is coming from Albaleli's tweet saying that he would step down from competitive during Split 1. You guys remember that tweet? Saying, I'm done with it. And then he got an opportunity to play with Retzi. It reignited something in him. We love to see it. He's full-time controller player now. And this team looks like they might have a very, very good Pro League split together. So it's going to be interesting to see. Stay tuned for that. And the other team, Edgers, with Hambino, Chase, and Presley. They've been playing together for quite some time now. They almost qualified in the first split of Pro League, missed it by just a little bit, so they were forced to play Challenger Circuit during Split 1, qualified for Split 2, redeemed themselves, and now they have a shot at competing at the highest level, winning a block of scrims this week as well. Overall, they're 15th out of 30 teams, so it's not too bad. They have potential. They definitely do. Now, notice how we're seeing these new teams doing pretty decent. I get the feeling that this is thanks to the new POI draft. At first, a lot of people were not very happy with this new update, but to be honest, it's a great thing. These new teams now have an opportunity to play from good POIs now and not from POIs that they're forced to play because TSM, Dark Zero, SSG have control over the best POIs. You know what I mean? So excited to see them perform in Split 2. All right. TSM. Earlier this week, Hal said he didn't think Verhulst could do well as an IGL. While I do agree with him and I see where he's coming from, he does lack experience, so it does make sense. However, TSM did find success in scrims this week, winning a block, and other than that, they've been doing pretty decent. They're 8th in the overall leaderboard for average points per scrim. So yeah, I mean, for a first-time IGL like Verhulst being 8th, I don't think that's too bad. I think he's a lot better than we thought he would be. Now, I do think Verhulst will find a way to consistently excel as an IGL. With Zapdo on the fragger roll and Reps as one of the most experienced anchors in the game, I think they really do have a winning recipe here, and I cannot wait to see them grow as a team. And not gonna lie, I thought Verhulst as an IGL was gonna slow down in fights and not be as fragger, but I was wrong. Very wrong. Check this out.
I'm trying to side that guy side. Dem side. What's that guy? Oh my, one more. Bat in. Follow you, Jordan.
I'm blocking him. 1v1. He's right here, flying through.
Trying to third. He's playing a knock. I have a knock for you. Purple knock. He's healing.
Oh my god. I'll go knock.
Res.
Oh my god.
Now, for those of you saying, oh, it's just the Havoc, it's just aim assist controller, watch this clip.
I'm gonna look for it. Look, just sneak up top. There's a guy on top.
Up right.
One to the right, one to the right. Dead.
Oh my god.
I'm sticking res.
Yeah.
Perfect recoil control, just precision. Oh, just beautiful. Oh, now speaking of TSM, we do have some drama, ladies and gentlemen. Some drama. Luminosity. Yup. luminosity. In Scrims, right after dying to TSM, Sweet had some quite shocking words to say.
You can play up there, bro? There's no way. TSM dead.
TSM needs to disband. You guys were nothing without Hal. That was one of the worst plays I think I've ever seen. Please full disband, guys.
Sweet is a very smart and one of the greatest IGLs in the game, but what he said is so far very untrue. Very, very untrue. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that it was purely said out of frustration. Youch. And if that wasn't enough, we have even more drama with Phony, SSG's IGL, and Snipe3down. Now, for those of you who didn't know, Phony and Snipe used to play together on FaZe. They played together at ALGS Year 3 champs. Then after that, Phony replaced Snipe with Zainu, and ever since, they haven't been on very good terms. Snipe claims that Phony has been talking behind his back ever since, saying how he's not a good player and how there's a reason why nobody wants to play with him, saying that he's not as good as he thinks he is. And then on Friday morning, Phony tweeted this out about Snipe, and then deleted it not too long after seeing backlash that he was getting, and he also realized that it wasn't worth tweeting that out. He tweeted this out after that, explaining how that was the last thing he was going to talk about, and he was moving on. And then in response to that, Fallout tweeted this out. Holy shit. Basically saying that Phony's talked behind his back so many times. It started a whole argument about who's mature and who's not mature, who's talking behind whose backs. He said, she said. To be honest, it is a bit childish, but it's great content. So are we complaining? Absolutely not. All right, enough about drama. Let's talk about the most important thing of this weekend. It was the Esports World Cup qualifiers for North America on Saturday. Not gonna lie, one of the most electrifying qualifiers I've ever seen. What an entertaining day of games. Round 1, semifinals, and finals were played all on the same day. A total of 14 games. Came down to the wire. Tripods winning the last game to seal the deal. Here were the final moments.
Madness will fall. That's going to open the door once again for the leaderboard. And we go into this final circle. There's a lone Dark Veil cutting it in half. Team Nocturnal in the top 2 just need to hold on.
Tripod's still alive, top 2 squad. This could be it. This could be Tripods winning the last game. Deeds is in here, and Tripods takes the win, the first and the last in the journey to Riyadh.
I asked if they could double down, carry off that momentum. That middle of this series was very tough for them, but they answer back in such a glorious fashion.
And after those 6 games, the top 2 teams of North America that will be going to Saudi Arabia to compete for $2 million prize pool is XSET and Tripods. Congratulations! Woo! Oh my goodness. XSET played phenomenal the entire day, and Tripods with the last game winning it all, making it in the top 2. So happy for them. They've been through a lot, from playing with Nick Merckx to playing with Onmu now. This is also them not making Pro League in Split 1, making Pro League Split 2 through the Challenger circuit, and now going to play in Saudi Arabia. It is awesome for them, and you know what? It's the only team that does not have an org that will be playing at the Esports World Cup. So there have been speculations that 100 Thieves and FaZe want to stay in Apex. So Deeds and Gent have experience with FaZe. Nick Merckx is signed to FaZe, close buddies. It could be FaZe. My prediction is FaZe is going to come back and sign the boys. It would be awesome to see FaZe at the World Cup. I think it would be a smart business move. And yeah, so they're going to be playing on July 31st in Saudi Arabia. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. And at the time we're recording this, I have no idea who the winners are for the other regions for the Esports World Cup. So I'm going to put EMEA here. If it's EXO Clan, I'm freaking out because that's my org. Woo! I really hope it says EXO here. If it's not, the 2 winners for APAC North, the 1 winner for APAC South, and the 2 winners for South America. Congratulations to them. Can't wait to see them compete at the Esports World Cup on July 31st. And that concludes today's episode of the Apex Morning Shift, your number 1 Apex Morning Show on the planet. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn the notifications on. New episode every Tuesday. Follow me on Twitter. I post some recaps and some cool stuff about ALGS, so make sure you guys do so. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Like and subscribe. Peace. Oh, recording so early in the morning is... oh. That was not for content, by the way. Just purely my fault.